Geek Myths, a novel about life, love, and the pursuit of sonic screwdrivers. Available in paperback and Kindle edition from Amazon.
Scanning for audio.
Welcome to a Tin Dog podcast. Yes, it's number 3 in my exciting world of 10th Doctor, Volume 3. So this is Volume 3, number 3, where I'm reviewing The Creeping Death by Roy Gill. Now, I know I've said over the last few days that there's kind of, well, not a ticky box way of approaching writing for doctors who are past. Because what you do is you go to that time and you find moments or important things. We're not talking MacGuffins, we're not talking Torchwood, but I suppose in many respects we are, where you can mention them and it makes something feel as though it belongs. But in order to make something feel as though it belongs when it comes to the Doctor and the 10th, well, the Doctor-Donna combination, what you need to do is just write snappy, witty dialogue. It just works. Yes, I know a lot of people were hanging out and holding out for a pure historical, but you know what? You're just not going to get a pure historical and have it feel like modern Doctor Who. It's just not one of the things that we do. There's always got to be some sort of alien influence involved. And that's what we've got here. We've got a historical event. Now, if you're outside the UK, you probably don't know about this historical event. And if you're inside the UK, you probably don't know about this historical event. You see, it's not something that's ever taught in school. About 1,200 people died in the 50s in London, and it resulted in the Clean Air Act, because obviously if you want to instigate change, what you do is you have something happen in London. See, for example, the instigation of drainage. Yeah. Let's not go there. Obviously, as someone not based in London, not bitter, twisted, annoyed, or any of those things, yes, I'm having a bit of a political day, because as I record this, the UK has just, well, we're getting a new Prime Minister, and as I record this, I have no idea who it is. Yeah, Boris, sit down. It doesn't get to be your turn. We've shown ourselves up on the international stage too many times. See, I need to stop being political. I do get messages telling me not to do this. And you know what? I can't help it. It's me. Right, back to the review. The Creeping Death by Roy Gill is London 1952. You've got everything in it, but you've also got some of the things that really sum up this time. You've got, well, some people said there was, well, it's an old-fashioned phrase these days, but the gay agenda, remember? Remember when everyone used to bang on about that? Yeah. Where you'd introduce a couple of homosexualist characters, and they would just be there to try and spread the word. Oh, people would be up in arms, and you know, the rest of us just didn't actually care. And you can check how much I didn't care by listening to any of the reviews of the 10th Doctor's time. But in order to make it work, because let's face it, this is set primarily around the same time as the Mark Gatiss story. Alright, that was 3 years later, where the people lost their faces. Yeah, you remember that one. Some people liked that story, some people didn't, but that's kind of the setting we're going for. So you've got the 50s, and the 50s and the 10th Doctor do work in parallel. It works great. So what you've got is a fixed lot of deaths. You've got a fixed moment in time that the Doctor can't interfere with. He actually brings up Pompeii at one point, which is beautiful. And of course, Catherine Tate does mention that she could always visit her nan because she's not visited her for ages. Now, for those of you outside the UK, this is a little Easter egg, because everyone knows how much Catherine Tate's nan character, when she in her stand-up comedy, is loved by the nation. A lot of people don't like her. They prefer Catherine Tate doing other characters like Lauren the Teenager and things like that, but these are all well-known characters. So there is a throwaway remark saying, oh, she hasn't visited her for age, perhaps she should do that. That would be lovely. Perhaps that's just me reading too much into it. You know I'm prone to that sort of thing. You do. So, you've got this set up. Here's the synopsis now.
London, 1952. And a deadly smog envelops the capital, but something even more dangerous and alien is hiding within the mists. When the Doctor and Donna get lost in the fog, they find a motley group of Londoners trying to make their way home. Very soon the stakes are raised as death creeps along the fume-smoked streets, and not everyone will make it out alive.
And then you've got everyone to get out of London, because the Doctor doesn't want to interfere, but of course there's aliens and they've turned up. Now, I don't want to give away too much, obviously, because that's not what we're here for. Of course it's a cracking story, it's tremendously well written, tremendously well acted. Yes, you've got gay characters, and you've got somebody even mentioning there's something on your back. Oh, it just feels so perfectly Donna-esque. So as far as I'm concerned, is this box set worth it? Of course. You love the 10th Doctor, you know you do. And this is pure mainlining 10th Doctor. Nothing's changed, but it's a decade on. I know, a decade. Don't you feel old? Anyway, leave it there. Go away and listen to this for real, because you know you want to. And yes, there are things like Cliff Richard references and things like that, but you know what? The vacuum salesman, the actress, the nice confined area, the fog, the smog, the creeping death, and of course that end scene which takes place in, I don't want to say, because it's just another spoiler. And with that, I'll leave it and let you listen to it yourself, because you know you want to. So until next time, be seeing you.
Dr. John Smith, meet the wife.
Donna.
I'm Sylvia, her mother.
And I'm her granddad, Wilf.
Coming soon from Big Finish Productions, The 10th Doctor Adventures, Volume 3.
Do you believe in ghosts, the supernatural, aliens, demons?
No. Well, you've met the mother-in-law. Listen to that.
Look out! Come to Valarasi, the great lost city, sunk in history beneath the waves.
Valarasi, the fabled underwater city.
My engineers are reporting more leaks.
No bo so no ko low.
What was that?
A Jadoon.
A rude hippo.
We're under like 5,000 feet of water. There's bound to be some puddles.
Am I mad, or is it running down the walls?
Oh, yeah.
This is London, December 5th of 1952.
Work that out. What's the matter?
This smog, it's the worst this city ever sees. People are going to die.
There's something in there! Moving! Dancing about in the light! I saw it!
There's something in the air tonight, isn't there, Lee?
Get away from me! Get away! Get them off! Just hold on!
Can't you do something?
I'm trying!
I'm the Doctor. You don't want to get on the wrong side of me.
Big Finish. We love stories.
That's me, the Doctor, full of love and cuddles. Boop.
Did you just boot me on the nose?
Yeah. Boop.
On Saturday the 31st of August 2019, Hooverville returns. The Derby Quad brings us the best Little Doctor Who convention in the world. Guests announced so far include Ingrid Oliver, Osgood, Sophia Miles, Madame Pompadour, the girl in the fireplace, Nabil Shaban, who played Syl, Christopher Ryan, Lord Kiv in Mind Warp, and General Stahl in the Sontaran Stratagem. Edward Russell, former Doctor Who brand manager. Rob Ritchie, 3D animator on the Macra Terror. Keith Barnfather from Real Time Pictures. Chris Chapman, Doctor Who VAM producer. James Burgess, model maker on Mission to the Own remake. And there are sponsored guests including Michael E. Bride, director, and Simon Fisher Becker, who played Dorian Maltavar. There are still guests to be announced, and some of them are pretty impressive. So get yourself over to the Derby Quad website and book yourself a ticket for Saturday the 31st of August 2019. See you there. That was the Doctor Who Tin Dog podcast, available on iTunes, YouTube, Twitter, RSS, Vimeo, and across the internet.
Doctor Who and its associated properties are all copyright and trademark of the BBC. No infringement is intended. Why not become a supporter by visiting patreon.com/tindog. Contact the show on tin-dog@hotmail.co.uk. The Tin Dog Podcast is a founder member of the Doctor Who Podcast Alliance.